Good evening and welcome down to Charlotte Vineyard Reserve for another beautiful night of footy. This is the start of the NRL WA Westpac Women's Premiership Final Series. Donnie Bell joins me in the box as always. Donnie, this is your favourite time of year.
Yeah, I don't know where the decibels are at, mate. I mean, you should be up and about. You should be bouncing around. Here we go. It's elimination final time. It is all on the line tonight. It is the Joondalup Giants, the North Beach Sea Eagles. The winner goes on, the loser goes home.
It's a big build-up into this first finals fixture. I'll build it up from here, Donnie. Don't you worry about me. Energy levels, they'll rise on the sideline. Just a little bit nervous here. Intimidating music being played in some of the warm-ups. And I'm just wondering what's going to unfold in front of us tonight. Sideline, Mitch, back in the box tonight. Excited for another one?
I am, mate. I am very excited. And as Donnie just said, winner goes through, loser goes home. So, yeah, it is a big clash tonight, and I'm expecting big things. So, yeah, very excited. I've just had a look at the pitch. It's dewy already. So, yeah, I think we're in for a tough clash, but I think the team that holds the ball tonight will get the job done.
Joondalup versus North Beach. Mitch, as he comes in from the sideline as well, the only reason he's here tonight, self-proclaimed, is because he's got a big final tomorrow, Donnie, and he's a bit nervous.
Dewy, mate, I think he's got sweaty palms already, nervous about tomorrow. It is beautiful conditions. These are rugby league gold conditions. You pray for this.
What postcode do you live in, Donnie?
It's been a perfect day today, mate. It's been, 25 all day. It's a nice warm night by normal standards. Usually when we come here, rain's coming in sideways and it's about 0 degrees, somewhere around that freezing area.
Yeah.
It's perfect tonight.
It's probably rain in the next 10 minutes. We are in Ellenbrook.
Just quickly onto last week's results. Joondalup did defeat Ellenbrook for their first loss of the year. We had to sneak Donnie back into Ellenbrook at the end of that night.
We did.
We kept him quiet all week, rolled him out for this game on the far side of the oval so the spectators couldn't get to him. North Beach defeating South Perth dominantly, and Fremantle defeat Rockingham. Big story out of that one we touch on once again is Joondalup going up over Ellenbrook and ending that winning streak that Donnie so helpedly hyped up before the game.
Well, it's amazing, isn't it, though? Like, Joondalup come after that game. They've beaten the minor premiers, the undefeated team. In their best performance of the season. Counts for nothing tonight. Counts for absolutely nothing. All of a sudden, it's all on the line once again. Elimination time. They lose tonight. It doesn't matter that they beat Ellenbrook.
And you're right. I don't think it matters because when you get to finals, everything's out the window. It's a pre-season. Everything has just happened. Now's the time where the big players stand up, some young people shine. And I think for both teams, Joondalup will be on a high, knowing they've beaten Ellenbrook. But, I think for all the teams, now that it's finals time, we will really see the stars come out and the best teams will win.
North Beach got a lot of points on the board last week as well, 46 of them in fact, and that's that little bit of helping hand that we talk about the worries with North Beach every single time. It's numbers on the park, it's that they've got 13 listed tonight, but that shows a little bit of stamina to keep rolling over the line.
Well, I was at that game. I went down and watched, and the big notice for me was Kieran McCaskill. She's come back into that team.
How good she been in the last few weeks?
Absolutely killing it. She just rolled forward through the middle, and as you said, they got low numbers, but the experience there with her and a few others just really stood up through the middle, and they just laid a platform, and I think they'll need to do that again tonight. So
I'll ask you, Mitch, how nervous are you if you're the Joondalup Giants? All season we've said this is a three-horse race. If we look at the ladder, particularly the points differential, Ellenbrook plus 214, Fremantle plus 228, Joondalup plus 226. Fourth, North Beach, minus 34. Like, it's a three-horse race. It's been a three-horse race all season.
It has.
But how nervous are Joondalup coming into this game?
I think they are, because when you play teams like that, they've got nothing to lose. You're either winning or you're going home. So, and for Joondalup, obviously, they'd feel like they're on a bit of a high from last week, but North Beach, they've got some players back tonight. Mel Toby's back in the team, and they've got a full 13. So, yeah, I think they would be a little bit nervous, but at the same time, you always got to believe in your own structures and your own systems. And, they've got some experience in Anika Stevens and Edwards and Arnika Cave at the back. So, it's a big clash. And as we've said, winner goes through, loser goes home.
Well, we see the Giants
Slow
Not coming out in a line. They're coming out in a bit of a cluster, making their way out onto the field.
Yeah.
And they were up early today, boys. They were out there
They
probably
were.
hour 15 before game time. I pulled up to do a bit of business in the car park on my phone, and they were out before I've even got here. I was making it a
You
little
got
bit
to choose your
nervous.
words more
You
carefully.
gotta- I was about- I just
I've got
looked
to
at
do a bit of business
this
in
on
the
the
car
phone.
park. That sounds creepy.
Busy man. I'm early coming from South Perth, and then I rock up. I'll do some emails.
I tell you what, if I was getting warmed up an hour before a game, I would be busted by the time kickoff happened. So, but everyone's different. Everyone prepares differently, and I'm sure that'll show tonight on the field. Who's someone to look out for, Donny? Who do you think from both teams?
You're gonna love my one for North Beach, and it's not going to come as any surprise. April Allen for me is a player that in attack can bust a game open in a heartbeat.
Definitely.
Defensively and footy smarts, there's some question marks there, but just her raw X factor, I think can do something and give Joondalup something different to look at.
And the player for me too, I think, watching them last week, I know they had a big score and things against South Perth, but I need to see Cheyenne Campbell get her hands on the ball more. She played out wide last week and didn't get too much ball, came in towards the end of the game, got the ball, and just terrorised them through the middle. So if she's...
the last beach game we called, we said the same thing. I think she was playing out in the centres or the second row, and she's so effective through the middle of the field. She just looks so much more uncomfortable out wide.
Yeah, she does. And I think with players like McCaskill and Anna Header through the middle playing dummy half, she can get out and give Cheyenne those balls. And just really wreak havoc there with her footwork as we see North Beach slowly coming out to the field as Joondalup already ready to go.
Late to the warm-up, late onto the field. Just good bit of
psychological,
foxing.
mate.
There's
Could
a little
be a
bit in there.
tactic.
But we talk. You talk about Cheyenne playing out wide. I look at Joondalup and they've named Kiri Smiler out on an edge as well, which I think is a little bit of a strange decision. She's another one that I think's much more comfortable closer to the ruck.
And no Taryn Wiley tonight. I've seen on the team list, no Taryn Wiley, so that's interesting, which shifts Anika Stevens into the halves. Anika obviously probably likes to play lock a bit more, I think. But yeah, goes in that half role tonight, and as North Beach are just about to set up. Boys, tip.
Joondalup, late. I think North Beach get out here. I think they do really get out in front. And if it's more than two, they're going to be done.
Ooh,
I think that's a good tip, to be honest. I'm going to go Joondalup, and I don't think it'll be convincing though.
Joondalup for me.
Westpac Women's Premiership, final number 1 underway, the Eliminator.
It might be convincing.
No comment.
And that probably is the early tip for me gone. Watch out this evening as well. Chanel Edwards had a horror through the mid part of the first half last week, and I think there's going to be some amends made early in this set.
Like we just said with about preparing, I think that's a bit there. Late to the field, quickly getting set up, probably not paying attention straight away, and they find touch early, Joondalup.
Great attacking opportunity straight away for the Giants. Stevens at first receiver. She gets it out a bit wider. They're going to look to use the ball straight from the scrum win. Goes across now to Cave. Cave straightens off that left boot. But a great attacking opportunity early. Giants taking it forward. Again, a good strong carry. They're looking to set that platform. Looking to score first points in this elimination final. Edwards gets her hands on the ball. Takes that forward. No fancy stuff. Very close to the line, though. They go the short side. Stevens, double pump, triple pump. Great ball out wide.
Too easy.
Well, they just stripped them for numbers on that edge.
Yeah.
And Anika Stevens, a bit of class with the ball playing.
Yeah, obviously she's got that X factor and she attracts numbers there. And yeah, like you said, Donny, just stripped them for numbers and a great pass and 4 points early.
It's always the danger when you run that Chanel Edwards line in the middle of the park. It tracks a lot of people in, and then it opens it up short side Anika Stevens all day.
Well, just on that replay, the winger was in it where Anika Stevens was. She was in front of the half in the centre, which leaves a massive hole. And Anika Stevens being the experienced player she is, well, she just sees that straight away and throws that pass.
Yeah, and that's it, wasn't it? Was it Frida Smith? She scores the try, holds her width out on that try line. Afinia Sengplakayu, I don't know a lot about her, but I'm assuming inexperienced winger for North Beach, just jammed in a bit too far.
Yeah, but that comes back to communication too. from your winger, your centre, your half, whoever it may be. It's a domino effect. So if you're checking and sliding, you should be talking and saying, I'm here, I'm there, check, slide, move. The wingers shouldn't be that far in, especially first set of the game. So
it's all about body language in finals here as well. You let the kickoff go, you concede early. It's how you bounce back in this next 2 minutes. First conversion looks pretty good, wobbling a bit through the air, falls short underneath the sticks. Score's going to remain 4-0 Giants in the Westpac Women's Premiership. And this is going to be the most telling 2 minutes of the game, leading off from this kickoff once again.
Well, I mean, what an amazing start. I mean, we were talking pre-game off air, saying if North Beach can score early and get in the heads of the Giants, and then suddenly they start to doubt themselves, and that all comes into play. But it's come out the other way early on in this game. A mistake straight from the kickoff. Joondalup make the most of their opportunity. And now it's the Sea Eagles playing from behind. We've seen a lot of spirit from North Beach all season, so I wouldn't be giving up on them 2 minutes into an elimination game. Muay with the kick-off towards the touchline.
Great kick.
It's found the sideline. Well,
whatever you can do, I can do better.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
They're massive coach killers after points. Like, it's a semi-final. Like we said, win or go home. They've got the ball there off the first kick-off. They've scored points and then given it up.
Here we've got April Allen at first receiver. Cuts out Allen. Goes across to Funga. Into the middle of the field. So North Beach, their first opportunity. Can they strike straight back?
I'd like to see April Allen push up around the ball tonight and really look for those offloads.
Well, we've got our wish there with Campbell. She's played tight. In near the middle of the ruck and straight away with a 10-15 metre carry. Comes across now the Sea Eagles. They go to that right-hand edge, stepping inside. Put down just a couple of metres away. Tiruhui goes across off hands. Somehow that's caught by Sangplakayu, but the Giants get across in cover and drag her into touch.
It's just good shifting defence the whole way. No panic, Joondalup, but it's a set-up play. Everybody's cheering for it on the right-hand side of the field. Cox wanted it back left earlier, but I think the commitment was right, and that's the right way to go.
And early in the game, you probably want to hit the short runner there. You don't want to throw those risky passes. Just get to your tackle, then you have your last force a repeat set. So, unlucky there.
Yeah, hitting that short runner gives you options later in the game too. All of a sudden, they start to jam in on that short runner and there's space out wide.
Yeah, you're exactly right there, Donnie.
Good little shift away from the halves.
Good contact.
Joondalup 45 out from their own line, working into this set well. Edwards through the middle, stays very vertical, held onto and dragged down.
Where was the line speed there? Where was the contact? They just let her run for 15
Sort of just
metres.
rolled through.
We got an error. Just lost forward without any contact, so eyes up, not paying the dividends here. Yeah, you're not wrong about Chanel Edwards, boys, but
Stevens
left behind by Stevens.
Yeah, that run just looked too easy.
Yeah.
She just looked like she was going through watching everybody and then eventually Unaheta got her to the ground. So
only two in the tackle as well. They still managed to get it done.
It was a little bit spotters on her and no one wanted to touch her. But now North Beach. They've had a little bit of ball, a little bit of territory, trying to work their way back into the game as Allen gets up towards the halfway line. Handled on this occasion. North Beach now take it beyond that halfway mark, but driven back behind it. Some good work in the ruck there from the Giants. Funga tracks across field, looking to get Paul on the outside. The ball comes free. Joondalup pick it up right up against the sideline. And they've got the ball and another set. It looks like Paul's limping off the field.
Left knee already strapped before the game.
Yeah, she hasn't played a lot in the last few weeks, and straight away there comes straight from the park. I think her night might be done.
Awkward coming out the base here. Edwards still finds it in the middle. Brought to ground nicely one-on-one. Might have even been Woodward taking the tackle on. Stevens flattens the line, cut out pass again. Good space around the outside for Tamaria. All the way down into the corner. They can bring this a little bit closer to the sticks. But Joondalup Giants are up 8-0. And as soon as Anika Stevens gets that front foot ball, is just allowed to pump on the outside, give a little skip pass, and that winger just shuts in 2 times in a row. A little bit too easy, 8-0.
Yeah, Neeks is playing with them on that left-hand side. There's been a couple, and I've often said that she plays the best footy at 13, but the subtlety in her game, the experience that she's got as a ball player, going into 6 here tonight, she's done that out of necessity, but she's showing every ounce of her class here tonight, and she's set up 2 tries.
As I said, big-time players stand up in big occasions, and yeah, she's just tearing to pieces on that left. And just, boys, a bit of information, I think Mika Paul's done her knee. She came straight off on the sideline, didn't even look for anyone there, and yeah, she looks in a lot of disc, which is a big loss because she got a lot of speed to burn.
And again, I think she missed the last game that we covered with a knee injury as well.
Which I think that she's tried to play tonight, but obviously not 100% as we see the strike waved away. But yeah, that's a big loss considering they've got no bench to start with.
Yeah, so no one to replace her. They're just a player short for the rest of the game.
But yeah, Anika Stevens just here again, as we see on that replay, digs into the line, digs in, and the winger again.
Yeah. A long way in field.
There needs to be a message delivered there where you've just got to have faith on your inside defender to make those tackles or those reads, and your winger just needs to. You can use the sideline as another defender. Like, they can't run over the sideline, so yeah, she doesn't need to shoot there, and someone with Anika's experience is going to expose that.
It makes your job as a ball player very easy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Until it doesn't work, every ball's going left in the forward half from now on.
Exactly.
Big start here for the Giants. Eliminator final. This kick-off left again. Thankfully, we're going to get one in play off the tee.
First time we haven't found touch from a kick-off. Smiler takes that one.
Bit of rugby league played now.
Nice carry through the centre of the park. Early doors in this set. And Stevens will be calling the troops out on the left-hand side soon enough. Edwards through the middle once again. This time, still only 2 in the tackle. They're backing the tackle on her.
They're not moving up as she makes that run. They need to,
There's no
Stevens again pumps on the outside, gives it for Cave, who starts to kick through half a line.
Good
Fullback
tackle.
comes in, sticks it inside. They've still got one set up here. Joondalup Giants to go 3 for 3. And they'll be really imposing for the rest of the game if so. Short side, really want to pick on this left wing. Stevens, saw the shooter, dummies it. Eventually they find outside. It's going to fall just 2 metres short of the line, and we should get a turnover.
I thought she might have went through there, Anika Stevens, because she obviously passed the first 2 to score, and then I thought they might have hung off, but they did quite well there. So we see Morrison, I think it is, take the first carry.
But there's the difference in contact, though. Joondalup have got forward momentum in their tackles. North Beach are going backwards the whole time.
They're just waiting. You've got to take that 1 or 2 steps, some sort of effort to get off the line.
Now they come across. Up against this left-hand touchline. North Beach with McCaskill playing the ball. Dummy to the inside runner. Now Campbell. Beats the first, beats about 4 there in that little run.
I don't think she ever gets first contact tackled, eh? She's just always making some sort of half break or break. It's like shift wide here. Toby
bouncing off a couple. Stevens, though, comes again. You don't get away from Anika Stevens very often.
No.
Drags her to the ground. North Beach, they get through their set, they get to their kick. Put it up in the air. It's hit the ground. There's a chance now for North Beach. Funga gets the ball to Allen. Allen loves these situations but can't get the ball free.
There's just no support.
Once
she got the ball, no one had pushed up. They were all still walking up towards the play.
Well, that was a dangerous ball to let bounce there for Joondalup, though. It almost paid off for North Beach. They'd be desperate to score next to get themselves back in this contest. Their body language hasn't quite been there to start this game. I don't know if they believe how good they are. The Giants working it out over this left-hand side again. Good ball around the corner. It goes with Smith. Smith put down right up against his touchline. We've got an error.
Well, she's dropped that, I think. Yep.
We do.
Referee Noonan.
Your call's out, well done.
As we see on the replay, oh, they've just...
Haven't gone back quite far enough. The referee Noonan just saying the call came from the touch judge.
Oh, there we go. Don't argue with the touchy, hey?
He was standing right there looking at it. He was closer than anyone.
Yeah,
and no complaints either. So
learned that lesson.
Good on him.
On the back it says respect, so yeah, don't say to the touchy.
Scoot around the corner.
No refs folding here in the box.
Nope.
Got a very good picture of the game out there. We'll see how this game develops. Look at the intensity from the Joondalup Giants, all involved in the tackle contest.
That's the difference at the moment.
Yeah.
Line speed shooting up once again. Short side tested. Mountain ran into. Gonna have to spin wide. Campbell set very far out here. They're playing 2 out if they want to use the ball well. Campbell now cut out behind the play. Probably wasn't the option. Lost backwards. Half a dance around the back. Not much on yet, but there's a chance out wider for Ada Cox. Brings it inside the 20. Wrapped up from behind. June Biddle comes in, makes a sharp tackle. Big setup. Almost dropped in and behind the play. Fifth and last. Woodward to ground. Anything in the bank early here. Campbell set to run in the middle of the park. Not given out. Funga just tries to grub it through the middle. Met a bunch of shins.
Yeah, they don't get the result there, but the work here, like it was right near us of April Allen, gets the ball in her hands, tries to position her outside runners, creates that space for Ada Cox.
They've done all the hard work and then just really poor execution there at the end. They needed a crossfield kick to get a repeat set there. That actually applied some pressure.
Yeah.
But it's the most dangerous they've looked so far.
April Allen needs to hit ball in her hands, obviously. Like it's clear. She should have got tackled, then she makes a break.
She got through 3 of them and beat them with 1 step and created a 2-on-1 situation. And I think the touchy's exploited that.
Called knock on, but the ref's not. Yep, now he's called it. Yeah, they're doing all the hard stuff and they're getting to where they need to be, but they're just not. There's no execution there.
Maybe just Funga, a bit nervous tonight. It's had 2 cracks down the short side already. That's her first attacking half ball, but just maybe needs to step up a little bit tonight, put something a little bit special on.
Being a final, you just want to create pressure. Get a repeat set, kick across, make them contest it, and then later on she can try the little ones for herself and things like that where it opens up a bit. But yeah, being 8-0 down with 15 to go, you sort of want to apply a bit more pressure.
Well, I think 8-0 is the key thing that you just said there. I mean, it's 8-0. It feels like Joondalup well on top, but North Beach all of a sudden again on the attack. That's gone backwards. They've got half a chance here, although that was not the cleanest of play for Ada Cox. Oh. She slammed into the turf. So, but if they can score next, suddenly they're right back in this game. Woodward, she's allowed to run a long way before she gets to the defence as well. Slow play the ball, though. Would have liked to have been a bit quicker than that.
It's another good run.
Good run there from, is that Toby?
I think they need to attack on the right here. Numbers there.
Yep, Tiruhui underneath to McCaskill. McCaskill just tries to explode through a hole.
I'd like to see him get the ball to Emerson Robinson out there on that edge.
They're going in that direction once again. The kick comes through from Toby, rolls it in behind, and they have to take it over the dead ball line.
Yep.
Well, a perfect little kick in the end there from Mel Toby, building pressure, which is exactly what you asked for.
That's what I said on the first one. That's all they needed on that first set was get the ball to the right players, apply pressure, because Joondalup would have had the confidence by scoring 2 easy tries. They probably thought it's a bit of a walk in the park, but apply some pressure, you get the ball back. But yeah, I'd like to see Emerson Robinson get the hands on a ball here and see what she can create down that right-hand edge.
Put the pressure on for a 3rd set in a row here. Something starting to build for the Beach.
Oh, good kick.
They want first half points with the lower bench numbers.
Yeah, it gets hard then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fatigue.
They'll shape out left and start to build into what could be a handy set. McCaskill in the middle of the ground.
She's been good for them early. A lot of carries.
Sets up for Campbell left. Should check an inside ball. It's a little bit behind the play, running on well, and just, yeah, had to catch up to that one a little bit. Had the hands outstretched, lost forward. Giants able to get the ball back, and that relieves that third set of pressure.
Yeah, that hurts that there. You've applied all the pressure and then just easy possession they've given up.
Good chance here.
4v3 short side. Biddle straight through the line. One-on-one. April Allen's got to stick a good tackle here and will. Chance to offload, not taken. On the forward charge here now, the Joondalup Giants leave it behind. Bit of miscommunication. Someone, Stevens, please picks it up. Looks to go over the top. Tall timber in the way, so we settle back down in the middle of the field. A little bit messy.
I think April Allen just saved 6 points then. That was a big tackle.
Shifting short side. And the big chance for the big ball runner and Chanel Edwards. Still gaining 15 metres of carry.
Numbers down here, that didn't sound good. Sorry, Nick.
Took 2 with her. That's exactly what you're pointing out.
Yeah.
Straight through the middle. Hawkins.
Someone has
wants to spin out of the tackle. Looking towards the line, in fact. Half a metre short, 5th and last. Numbers are right. Can they spot them? They go with the playmaker Stevens instead. Cut out. Numbers are either side. 2 injuries, and they're going to go down in the corner.
I think, like, I'm not 100% set on how it should be, but I think the ref should have called time off there. That play has not moved since that run.
It's a clash of heads.
I think it's Kira McCaskill.
It was Gabby Moe down there as well. She was on her haunches the whole time and couldn't get up to get in the line.
Was it a head clash?
I haven't seen a replay yet, but I'm guessing they've gone around the back and hit each other.
Yeah, and she hasn't moved.
I think you're right. I think it is Kira McCaskill, but there's a lot of concern. Although they're just on that shot, it looks like there's a bit of an egg forming on Gabby Muay's head there too. So you might be right, Nick.
I'll try and see what information I can get.
This is just the danger we're talking about all night. Joondalup just allowed to go forward through every single tackle, and they built a little bit of pressure. They didn't even have to be tidy through the middle of the park. They allowed it to bounce around a bit on tackle 2, and they still end up with a try in the corner. Obviously, 2 players down makes the wings easier.
Well, I mean, they started with 13. They lose Micklin Paul down to 12. They've got 2 players down. I mean, they're down to only 10 players to defend their own try line. It's incredibly difficult. North Beach, they haven't had a happy night here so far. Another kick waved away. Keeps them somewhat in the game. But if they're down another player,
just
they're down to 11.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, right there, head clash. It's just concern, like, I don't want to make it sound really, really bad, but concerning when the player's still laying on their back and they haven't moved. Yeah, there's
definitely an egg.
Yeah. There must be blood because they're cleaning her hands. But I'm not sure of the play on and things, but I thought the referee might have stopped play there. But, yeah, Nika Stevens again, great pass. Is that hat-trick for the winger early?
No. So the second try was Zion Tarima.
Yep.
So Frida Smith's got 2.
What hurts North Beach too now, though, is that's another player.
Yeah.
So they're down to 11, you know. So, yeah, got to dig deep here. Only 9 to go.
And a key player too.
She's been their best.
We're assuming it's Kira McCaskill.
It is.
90% sure it is. But yeah, I mean she's been one of their best, and to lose her, it's very difficult to see North Beach coming back into this. I know they're playing for their season, but I think we've already seen Micklin Paul has given everything to try and.
Sorry, Donnie, just again. Bang there, it's a head
straight
clash.
Around the back.
I had last year when I was playing in a game at Fremantle, I had 2 boys in my team try to do the same thing, and they'd head clash just under the eyebrow across here, and I'd heard it and obviously looked and seen, and mate, when you have a head clash that fierce at contact, mate, it is nasty. And even if she wasn't split, I'd be calling like a HIA type thing. She wouldn't be feeling crash hot. So, yeah, fingers crossed she is okay though. We don't like to see anyone get injured at any sort of capacity. So, fingers crossed, as we see on the screen there, Anahera Tarui. I want to see her start running the ball, Donnie. She's dangerous out of dummy half.
Well, again, you need your forwards to be setting a platform for her to be able to do that. and I don't know that she's quite happy.
And the Ford was the
yeah.
So
it's McCaskill or Campbell. They're the ones that are going to get forward, find then front, get that quick play the ball for NRL to be able to run.
Yeah. Interesting though, like depending how bad the cut is, I'm assuming that's why she stayed down. Does she tape it up, come back, or does different? I guess for the men's and women's game, like
well,
some of the boys
they've already taped it up by the looks of that footage. But
it must be like if
I'd
they're down that long.
Yeah,
I wouldn't either. Yeah. Some of the boys are a bit crazy and they think they're Hercules sometimes.
Don't like seeing it.
No, I don't like seeing it. Oh, she's getting carried off here. So we send our well wishes to her and fingers crossed for a speedy recovery. As the players clap her off. Good sportsmanship.
Absolutely a shame. A terrible way to end a season.
Yeah. She's a great player too. Great player. It's a big, big loss.
The back end of her season has been as good as anyone in the comp.
Yeah, and you'd think she's one of them players, if she plays from round one all the way through, she's pushing for player of the year. She's that sort of calibre of player. So we're not just talking about a player that, straps the boots on every now and then. This is a massive player and a big part of the future of our game. So, yeah, unfortunate, but fingers crossed she's okay, which the other person in the contact of that tackle who's okay, who's about to take the kick off. So
it'll be interesting to see what
it's interesting how well Gabby wore that contact. She's got a big egg on her head that's blowing up, but
the other
she
one
walked away fine.
Paul's got the jacket off on the bench again now. Doesn't look like she's screaming to come on. Could have come on in that break. We get back underway. Let's see if they try to go back to 11 with a tentative knee issue for Paul. Back live, 12-0 short side. Could have been tested here early.
Maybe give it till half-time, Nick.
Yeah, I think you waited out here now. Parakura Shernak through the middle of the park. An unfamiliar half steps in. Was Hawkins. Campbell tries to dice up through the middle of the line. They get the ball back to Hawkins, who's really playing that half role in this tackle set. Brought in by June Biddle. A lot of ball movement for 15 gained. Still working forward to the set. The goal to tire out Beach.
Thought he was going to penalise her. She got up and shoved her. Yeah. So you can't actually touch the other players, but a bit of frustration there.
It's their first penalty in 2 weeks. Didn't get done at all last week, 13-0.
Oh, Nick's on fire tonight.
Yeah, it was
silly business on the phone in the car park, and now 2-week penalties. Oh, as we see a knock on.
I think knock backwards, but they're going to say knock on.
Yeah.
I think I'm standing right here. That went backwards.
No comment.
Rugby league all the last 2 years.
Winner. Yep.
That's forward all day.
Yeah.
Different rule now.
Donnie's from Ellenbrook, mate.
Yeah. Home and proud.
Well, yeah, send that one up. Send that one upstairs. Captain's challenge. That went back. All the momentum of the ball was going back. It was touched the hands and went backwards.
I asked for a captain's challenge last week in a game just as a joke, and the referee looked at me. No, he looked at me and he goes, "Are you all right? Have you had a head knock?" I had to try. So back on the way.
I have seen somebody ask to send a try up to the video ref, and April Allen gets to the outside, looks to use her speed.
Oh, she's just stayed in there, I think.
Can't do it all
the referee didn't see the humorous side and put him in the sin bin. So.
Oh, Joondalup. Oh, penalty.
Early.
I see some fans on the sideline here. They like that one. I don't know if that's a... the dummy half is just too slow to get there.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're not going to pick the ball up, you can
It's one of those ones, though, you're not allowed to dive into the ruck. You've actually got to pick the ball up.
Play the ball properly.
I don't want to have a head clash with anyone either.
It's a weird anomaly in the rules, but that one hits the deck. Cox goes back, cleans it up. We're happy that one's knocked back.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes. Do you think that one's forward too, Donnie?
No, that was definitely backwards. We had a disagreement before, so, just checking. See if your eyes are painted on. Well, slow play of the ball. Joondalup just laying there as long as they possibly could. Funga takes it right to the line.
Better.
Well, that was really good ball playing there from Funga to Campbell. Squared the shoulders up. When a ball player can do that, Suddenly there's a dangerous opportunity created. Toby, though, takes that tackle. Funga again. Puts the kick in behind. Off feet. Well, just had to clean it up, and they forced another repeat set.
Yeah, they have applied pressure. I feel like, I don't know if it's just me. Have they gone right much tonight at all? I feel like I haven't seen Emerson Robertson touch the ball, who's a very dangerous player when she touches the ball. I mentioned before about it.
It's funny. I think they've gone right a lot. They just haven't got it
that far. Yeah.
They get to the edge, and that's
They're
where they
playing
stop.
in this middle corridor a lot. So they've got an opportunity. Got numbers on the left here.
Funga waits for ball at the base. Campbell could do it all from here. Get first points for Beach. Looked to just shovel it on the outside. Decided the wiser option was to go to ground. Little dive.
And she's got it.
That's over.
Anna
You want to see her run. She ran about a metre, but that's all she needed to.
I've had this conversation with you before. Herself and Paiho Pomade are the two best young dummy halves we have in our competition. And when they run the ball, it's either points or line breaks. And yeah, just
I don't know that you need the word young in there. Just their two best dummy halves in WA.
Well, yeah, but just they are. They're like, and it's they got so much experience for being young, but just that play there, like Unhead obviously knows they're down 12-0. There's a minute to go. Regardless of where she scored the try, she's put points on the board, and they got 11 plays, so that's huge. That's a big play coming into half time.
It's good the way you go, Donny.
I was going to say the defence from Joondalup there was really, really strange. It was a slow play of the ball. You said they got numbers to the left. There was no adjustment made from Joondalup.
Yeah.
Campbell gets the ball, sucks in 3 and 4 defenders, gets up, quick play the ball. Still no numbers on that left-hand side. Nanahera goes straight through and scores.
I think that's where Campbell was really good. Noticed that she could take 2 of the 3 with her, shouldered herself in, and then bang, springboarded back up. She knows Tera Hui wants that one-on-one on the corner.
And the other thing for me is Joondalup has scored 3 really easy tries. They've done it really easy. And I feel like instead of they haven't put the foot on the throat and just executed and just really tried to put them away early. They've kind of, as we see the missed kick there.
Not a great kick.
They just haven't put them away early, and they've given them a chance. And 12-4, 11 players, half time. Who knows what we could have in the second half? We'll see that replay again. Just ducked nice and low. And, yeah, Joondalup just sort of fell asleep there. Just didn't get off the line, just didn't react. And
Funga, with her tendency to kick straight, not across. If they score one of these near the sticks, convert, it's troubling all of a sudden.
It is. And it's that mental battle too that you get into of, okay, well, they've scored with 11 players. They're here to play. So
it's 12-4 in a game that feels like it should be 24-0. Zip, yeah. It feels like it should be a much bigger margin than what we're going into the break with.
Goal kicking, it's huge these days. So see about 7 seconds.
Well, we're going to get one play before half time.
Yep, out.
And we're not going to get another play because that will be half time.
Everybody more than happy to watch it roll over the sidelines.
You get half a point for that.
So to wrap it all up before we go to a break in this Westpac Women's Premiership, boys, you're happy that Joondalup looks like they're going to win this game, but Eagles are still there?
They are, yeah.
Still there?
Somehow.
Do you bring Paul back out if it's a niggle?
No, I don't think it's a niggle. I think she's come in with an injury and first run, she's just like, first bit of contact.
I'd be asking her the question. If she feels confident, let her go. Let her go out there. If she feels like she can go, definitely play her. But if she's not confident, you just don't risk it. Like, they've obviously just scored with 11 players. They've somewhat can manage it. But, yeah, it's a big loss having Kira gone down and Paul.
Still there, left side of the huddle. Jacket's still off. I don't know if it's just being brave or if there's a telling sign in there. I'd had the jacket on if I was done for the night. It's cold enough here, isn't it?
See some of these replays here?
Yeah, the second you see ice, that's it. That's the end of it. But there's no ice, so maybe she will be back.
As we roll out with the tries from the first half, we'll head into a short break in this NRL WA Westpac Women's Premiership. So Joondalup Giants up 12-4 over the Sea Eagles. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Second half about to get underway. This finals footy week, it's just got off to this weird little start where North Beach, they've limped through the season without numbers. They've lost 2 before the halftime break, down to 10, maybe back to 11 if we see
12.
one come off. They got 12?
Apparently Mika Paul's going to go back out.
Yeah.
Which she is on the far side on the wing. But just a little update on Kira McCaskill. She did have a head clash. And yeah, she's gone off to hospital. Apparently the cut was quite deep, so...
Eyebrow? Are we looking?
No, on her forehead. Yeah, quite a deep cut, and she lost a lot of blood on the ground. So she is in good spirits. She's okay, but yeah, best to go and get it cleaned up. And
adrenaline, shock factor, everything combined.
Yeah, so they are down to 12, but Mika Paul's going to come back out and see what she can do.
12-4. Giants led up at half time.
Hey, I'll be interested to see that first bit of contact for Mick Paul.
Yep. Oh, shallow kickoff.
Just bobbles around.
There's been very few that have been actually diffused from the kickoff. They've usually found the sideline, but that one is.
I don't think I ever see him kick deep in the women's game off kickoffs.
It's a tricky one because spin control is the major issue off the tee.
Yes, yeah, you're correct.
And again, who do we have that can kick it deep?
Samantha Wood. Let's get her back.
Well, Samantha Wood, Kaylee Thompson. We've lost a couple of the great place kickers.
Rumour has it someone is returning in 2024.
Can't be Wood. Can't be Wood.
It's not.
Oh. Well, here we go. Edwards running a great line. Goes straight through the middle. Put down. Centre field. Joondalup. They're looking to roll through the Seagulls. Stevens looks to bounce away from Robinson. Robinson holds on, does a job. Parakura Shernak kicking across field. That looks way too deep off the boot. I think that's dead on the full. That's a horrible kick.
Just a little bit off the inside of that boot. Chalk that one up to an error. Unforced, of course. Don't mind that little look, though. Probably an extra couple, 2 or 3 steps breaking off the side before taking that kick. It was a good lead-up play in the set. Missed the ball and started it all. So we start with a 20-metre reset. Ball loose, dived back on. Danger, danger, danger. Joondalup can set up with a full set in hand and look towards the line. First, Anderson. No call yet from Anika Stevens, forcing ball back out to the right-hand side. Biddle shows on the inside, keeps ball in hand, wants to break through and gets the ball out the back door. Big chance, Joondalup are going to score first in the second half. Beautiful work over the line.
Doesn't get it down. Oh, no.
Has she held her up?
No. Points to the spot eventually.
Ooh.
Trust the call, boys. Trust the call.
I tried to have a bit of a walk down the sideline and have a bit of a look there, but...
Well, he blew the whistle and signalled held up.
He stopped the game.
What's the referee here?
Has he...
Well, initially April Allen gets underneath it there. He goes to say held up.
Grounded here.
He goes to say held up and then says, oh, no, it's on the ground.
That's the touchy.
Video ref on the video ref.
A little bit late on the scene. The touchy's got the off angle on it.
Captain's challenge towards the ref.
We'll throw that one to Topaz Jeans Porter.
Yep.
But the bit of work in the lead up there for June Biddle, she teleported from one spot to another, and I don't know how she got there, but it was brilliant. She got to the outside, gets the ball to Topaz Jean Porter, who goes across and did just enough. And it was almost another miracle defensive effort from April Allen.
Sort of looked like she dived in the air to score it too, rather than duck down and find that ground, which nearly cost her the try by being held up. But great effort by April Allen.
Well, I criticised April's defence at the start of the game, and it's been pretty good so far tonight.
16
we haven't seen a conversion, though.
0 from 4. Did you give someone else a go?
Same last week as well. I think there's just a mental battle going on there. Not good before finals.
That little move there.
Just watch. She just sort of dives in the air a bit. Look there, just sort of lifts herself up.
Down.
I thought you'd duck dive. Is that what we call it? Duck dive,
dip, dodge, dive.
Yeah, there you go. What were you, Donnie? What was your try when you scored? Were you a slide out or what was your?
Well, I started out as a dummy half, so I was get down low.
Duck dive. Yeah, beautiful.
Get down as low as possible and get to the line.
I just want to get it over the line. That's the first part. See, these days they run so far past over the try line to put it down. Like, well, you're across the line, put it down. I start yelling at my teammmates. I'm like, what are you waiting for?
They're trying to improve the position for you, mate. You're the goal kicker.
I'll kick it from anywhere, mate.
Yeah, there's the confidence we know and love.
Oh, she's caught it.
Almost locked on into an offside player.
It's 5 from 5 last week, Donnie.
All in front.
Yeah, I might have heard about that last week.
Sideline, you did hear about that. I tell you
Every
what,
time they stepped up for a kick at goal in first grade, if he misses this, I'm going to let him know.
I did too. I let him know about that. Sonny Kerr, as Edwards here again through the middle.
Hustling through.
She's been sensational tonight.
Do you know what, too? I've noticed every time she's made the breakthrough, the same person has tackled her. Anaheta Tarui. Every time. As you see a good ball there. Oh! Just couldn't get a hold of it. Stevens, good pass.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the pass.
On the replay here.
Tarima running a great line, just couldn't hold on to it.
She attracts a lot of attention, doesn't she, Anika Stevens? She moves really well with the ball. And then, yeah, just unfortunately couldn't hold on to that one. I reckon she's going to go through soon, Anika Stevens. They'll hold off eventually and she'll break them apart there, I think.
She just runs such an aggressive angle towards the sideline. Still going forward, but aggressive angle to the sideline. And once that left foot cracks, it'll be all over.
She runs with purpose.
Yeah.
That's the best thing. She plays the game hard, as we see Robinson here. She's fighting in that tackle.
I think there was an attempt at a one-on-one strip,
Yes.
but then no way of getting it away from Robinson.
They're a physical team, Joondalup.
Yeah.
Like, I can hear it here on the side. They're really physical.
That's where they got in the face of Ellenbrook last week. Caused a lot of frustrations through both halves. Robinson again just held up through the contest, slows things down. Flat ball left
liking that
behind.
battle, Robinson and Tarima.
Yeah. Eventually we'll have a knock on.
First peak. And goal.
Joondalup ball, 35 out.
You're not the best of passes there from Toby to Morrison. Again, they fight hard, North Beach. They are incredibly brave.
One of those teams that if it was a grand final, you see that late charge, 3 tries in the last 5 minutes, because it's all spirit. You just got to get there, need help around the system, build a team into the future. Cave, Paul, first involvement maybe, had to make a rough tackle. They managed to get the offload. Big gain off the back of the scrum. Giants can set this one up however they like. Flat ball first up for Smiler. Brought to ground, 3 from the line. They're set very deep and wide, short side. Trying to crack underneath them all. Porter Shiranak. Penalty.
Penalty.
Oh, well, she
Milked it.
She fooled the referee a little bit there. There was no one touching her, and she rolled onto her back, turtled, and gets the whistle that she was looking for as Hawkins takes it forward for the Giants.
Good run.
Beats a couple, strives towards the line. Very good first
Numbers
play.
on the left, boys.
Sets it up. They come that way, goes out. Stephen, she dummies, runs into Campbell. Still tries to spin away from Campbell somehow.
Wrong time to go, that one.
Yeah, should have passed there.
Short ball to Edwards towards the line, gets
She
down
dropped
low.
No.
Did she? I thought I seen the
Referee says
separation
held
of
up.
the ball there.
Could have even dropped it, but there's going to be so many bodies. Referee's not going to see that.
I think she. Oh, I don't know if we've got a
Well,
replay. Here we go.
We have
Just
a good
watch
angle
here.
here.
Ready? There.
Dreaming.
My
Edwards
eyes are painted on. Oh, here
goes
she
underneath
goes.
the post. Shrugs them off with a big left palm.
Well, if someone on this field deserves a 4-pointer, that's the player right there.
She's been outstanding tonight. That's what's helped them score their tries. Her leadership in the middle and just going forward and getting them on that roll has been massive, Nick.
If she wasn't having a mare last week, probably would have put Ellenbrook away a little bit
She was
sooner
good last
as well.
week?
No,
No,
dropped
she
3
was
in a row.
horrible
really?
last
3 in a
Terrible.
row.
Yep, I wasn't here, sorry.
Yeah, she was
right.
not good last
She's
week.
getting a rest now too.
And just come up with it. Tried to be a bit too fancy.
Yeah.
Got a bit wider of the ruck, trying to turn passes inside. And
Tonight's just done the simple things, just went straight and hard.
exactly right. She
And they've-
simplified it, got back to the things she does well, and she's been
backpedaled on it.
outstanding.
Backpedaled, you know. So we see Nika Stevens, one from one.
I think Cave probably should have taken that one to get the confidence back.
Yeah.
That's a poach.
I'll let you
That's
deal
a
with
stat
that.
pad. That's a stat pad.
Look at the dive here too. Outstretched right out. And Edwards.
Well, she went over to the bench and she had the arms
Yeah.
raised. She was celebrating. She
Yeah.
enjoyed that.
I tell you
Front
what,
rowers, they don't get too many.
talking about goal kicking, when it comes down to next week in grand finals, that can be the difference. It is massive in the women's game, goal kicking, and I've been watching a lot of the NRL women's this year, and just the work that you can tell that they put in. If these girls can put that work in, it's a big part of the game now. It could be the difference between anything.
As the game keeps getting better and better in the Women's League, the scores are getting lower and lower,
Yep.
and percentage on conversions is quite literally almost the line these days.
Yeah, definitely. So, have you guys been watching any of the...
Oh,
you know,
I've caught two so far.
Watched plenty of it.
Yeah. See some good footballers out there.
Absolutely.
Annette Morrison is nearly offside here off this kickoff. Oh,
Well, luckily she didn't run from the kickoff as Hawkins brings it back.
22.
She's been good. She's had a couple of really important carries as well. Now Parakura Shernak goes to Smiler. They tip
Great
it out
ball.
wide.
Do we see the
Topaz
floodgates
Not yet.
maybe open yet?
Not yet. Maybe one more now,
One
and then
more?
they'll plug it up to the last 5.
All right, I'm getting on, Nick. Here we go.
Well, a one-on-one
deep
strip
set.
there from Cox. Ada Cox comes
Oh,
up with the
That's the
ball.
way.
Oh, my God. She had the ball. That's a one-on-one strip for your life.
Oh, Donnie, tell me. Come on.
No, 2 in.
2 in.
By the time she's got the ball, there's only one in the tackle. Oh, I think
Donnie's multi's gone.
that's rough.
Almost a certainty now.
Yeah.
Good defense
it's
needed.
A touch and go call there.
Yeah, nah, you're right on the replay. It was a
They've
lot
got-
closer than I thought it
If
was.
they can get a quick play the ball here, they have so many numbers to the left.
6v4 short side.
Oh.
They turn away from it. They want to go Hawkins under the sticks,
There it
reward
is.
some more big efforts. Short of the line. Played on quickly. Must have been an offload.
It's Hawkins that's got out of the tackle there.
And I thought she was
How?
held.
I don't think he called held.
Well, if that
Just
wasn't
pointed to the
one-on-one, that wasn't play on.
A little bit confused underneath here. We'll take another look. Hawkins bounce off the first couple, goes to ground. This is where I thought I heard the hold. No, it never went down. Peels off the side.
I feel like she was not moving any. That's held.
Well,
Sure.
I heard the referee say something, but
You can argue.
maybe the referee said
Yeah.
play on.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just an awkward position, isn't it? Like she's down, but she's not actually on the ground. So, oh well, 26-4. Another kick to come from in front for Stevens.
Oh, how good. She's loving this. She's like, what do you mean you can't kick goals?
yeah.
Like, it's easy.
Yeah. Good strike too.
Poor old Caves had 4 or 5 from the sideline. Stevens gets 2 from in front.
She literally
and,
got the boot. So, Anika Stevens has got the boot. 2 from 2 and given Anika Cave the boot. So, yeah, Joondalup just well on top now. Bit of class here kicking in.
So I was in the tech truck just then, boys. Conversion, was it Stevens again or they let
Yes,
Cave
2
Stevens,
from
yeah.
2.
from under the sticks?
Yes, tough kick.
Goal
kick.
kicking's easy. Just ask Anika Stevens.
Yeah. So we see just
Doesn't
out,
understand why Anika Cave had so many troubles.
just out the back here, boys. I can see the next game getting ready. Ellenbrook versus Fremantle. Who do you think tonight in that one? Goes straight through. Winner goes in.
If Tinny can rock up and play a full big game as she has all year and been
No
warming up with
Tiana
this,
Graham.
yeah, that's
Big
where it's
loss.
all Tinny. It's on. It's on for Fremantle. They've got this is the most rocked you'll get Ellenbrook, and if you can
Yep.
double the pain, then you can at least set up a big grand final if you make it that far.
Ellenbrook at home, I think it makes a difference.
Huge difference.
Is that because of your postcode?
Yeah, mate. Yep, Ellenbrook will get home, mate. I'll be on the sideline cheering them on. I don't
very
get to
good.
support rugby league very often, other
Very
than
good.
in my neutral capacity as a commentator, mate.
Nice. They go wide here.
Good chance. Cave holds
Good
it up
ball.
on the pump. Gives it on the outside. They're lining up. Just got to get this last pass. Sideline flirtation.
She did well.
Freda Smith steps inside. Eventually comes to ground. Tamaria waits at half. A little spring in the defensive step. They've set up well, but they haven't come out to meet this one. Edwards runs straight back in. And Maria Edwards this time. Right-hand side shift. Anika Stevens didn't like the initial play, but there's plenty of options. Might be Smiler out there coming in.
Mika Paul still on the field too. Just made that tackle.
Having a good impact. Just needed time to rest the knee. A tweak, that's all. Kick through. Doesn't get past the winger.
Oh,
Picked
good
up
hands.
nicely, in fact.
Oh.
And brought over into touch.
No high shot.
Emerson Robinson, I believe, maybe on the far side. Just been taken across the line. Good tackle. Good defense.
In the 20. Come in 20.
Yeah, again, not the best of kicks, but somehow they get a result out of it. They get another set of 6.
Yeah. It took her into touch, so they get a shot here, 10 out.
Well, no markers, so they go from dummy half.
They got a lot of numbers on the left here.
It's Jupp that's put down. Couple of metres short, centre field. They can attack either way. Stevens points to the right.
There
That's
it
the way
is.
they go. They've got numbers out wide. They should score. They will score. Porter gets a double.
Topaz Porter. That was just good heads-up play. It's just simple. Rugby league is not a hard game, boys. It's if you can play heads-up footy and just pass, and this was a great pass here by Biddle. Straight on the chest, and Porter gets rewarded with a double.
It's hard to narrow down Joondalup's best because they've had so many class players. Biddle's been really good. I think Anika Stevens has got like 4 try assists. Like there's been so many. Edwards is the player we've talked up a lot.
I just think she laid the platform early. Yeah. She just ran hard through the middle, which creates the space out wide and allows them to do that. But yeah, Neeks has been great. Neeks is always great, regardless of who they play or when they play.
We let the referee give her votes. That's fine.
I always say to people, she could play with the men. She's that good. You know, she's been on a World Cup and she's played at the NRL level. She's a fantastic player. But yeah, I thought Edwards has been outstanding as we see someone waving at the camera. I think
they're on NRL.com. They've made
young
it.
Bella
They've
Horton
made
there waving in the background. She's probably going to be waving again as that camera goes past. Anything for a bit of airtime.
Absolutely.
Good pass.
Once you're on our coverage, mate, I mean...
You've made it.
That's it.
She's on the phone now.
You are viral.
Yeah. See me, Mum.
She's viral. Look at her.
Mum, I made it. She's gone now.
Jeez.
Do you ever remember the first time you were on TV, Donnie? Or what it was? Or Nick?
Not off the top of my head. You put me on the spot there.
TV, I don't know. I was in a breast cancer care WA commercial a few years
Yeah,
ago,
right,
hugging my mum, you know,
Yeah,
big
nice.
embrace, show a bit of family.
Yeah, like it.
Don't know anything else though.
Yeah, yeah. Very good. Very good.
Maybe something at primary school. I feel like there was cameras around.
I was on like a little kids show called Romper Room. Back in Newcastle, it's like had this big teddy bear thing, and you go on the show, and it's like Sesame Street, but kids go on the show. It was really odd, but yeah, the things Mum used to get me to do, I tell you.
Royalty checks coming when you turn 18, finally, bud.
Oh yeah.
Stevens gets the ball from the kickoff and thought about taking it 60.
Oh, good hands.
Little juggle. The Giants. Well, they are just looking to have some fun now at 32 points to 4. They've put on a show here in this second half.
I've liked the service from the dummy half tonight from Joondalup.
Yeah, Parakura Shernak, she's a classy player.
Yeah, very good.
We talked about Tirahui a fair bit, but Parakura Shernak has
she
been
new?
a player that has really impressed me all season.
New to the club or there last year?
New to the club, yes,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
did not know who she was until
Union
round one this year.
background or something? Or
I'd assume
Looks
so.
it.
okay,
Yeah.
good ball.
Emery Edwards pulls through one tackle, carries another couple,
I think
stands in the tackle,
they'll
towards
come
the
left
line.
here. I reckon.
Player of the match last week, Edwards, and again has been classy. She's
There it
looking.
is.
Oh, that's the show and go. We've called it all night.
I was
And
going to say it again,
finally-
but I didn't want to put the mockery on it, but I could see it coming from a mile away. That's that's just class there from
Well,
Anika Stevens. That's
A try and 4 try assists. She's got the smile on her face. She knew it's been coming all night too.
Yeah, it's just experience. Like this run here was a good, great run, and then gets a good play of the ball. You can see Anika Stevens in the position. She already knew what she was doing, and she just gets she holds it up enough. Looks like she's going to kick, and then bang, just turns him inside out, and that's just class. And like we said at the start of the night, big players stand up in big games, and it was win or go home, and she stood up tonight, and she'll be at the forefront again next week, I'm sure.
The best thing about that is the 2 players that were standing in front of her. It's Mel Toby and Anna Hedda. Like they're not dummies.
Nah, they're state
but they
players.
fell for. They both fell for one there.
Yeah.
They're looking around and had no idea that she didn't let the ball go.
The hardest thing as a defender, if an opposition player that's attacking you knows already, as we see the kick, oh, she's hit the post.
2 for 2.
If you see the attacking player coming at you, you can only tell where they're running. You can't actually tell what's going in their mind. So, and with her experience, as I said, just boom off that left foot. She looks like she's going to kick there. and then bang. And yeah, that's a good try. Good try. Still 10 to go, boys. This is 36-4.
Could get
They've
very,
missed
very
5
ugly.
kicks, so it could be 46-4. So, but you know what? Big credit to North Beach. Like, they've had a tough year with players and injuries and all types of things, but for them to show up tonight, they're still putting a good effort. And
Even tonight, and
yeah,
like I saw Trudy sort of wandering around back and forth on the phone trying to make sure players were going to turn up here tonight. Not 100% sure that she was going to have all 13 here turn up. And
well, put it this way, it's a bright future. If you can get a full team next year, with this is the effort this year with 10, 11, 12, imagine what it is with 17.
Yeah.
So we see Neeks take that kick off.
Jupp.
Front rower there, number 16.
Jupp. Just takes that one forward for the Giants, up towards the 40-metre line on play one.
Dummy Haas complained about too slow there. Want that quick play of the balls. We see through the middle here.
Well, again, it doesn't look like the Giants are done here tonight. They're in a bit of a mood. It's become a bit of a training session here in this second half as Cave out on that right-hand edge stands in the tackle, has the arms free, but nobody running off her. No thought of getting that offload away. They'll look to now come across to this left-hand side.
Good ball.
From Smiler to Edwards.
She's back on the field.
And Campbell tries to strip it one-on-one, but can't get it. Parakura Shernak.
Numbers.
Again to Jupp in the middle of the field. There's simplicity in her game, but once again drawing in North Beach defenders if they can play it quickly. North Beach, they might have adjusted double here. Comes across to Stevens. We've got the Tony Romo call. She rolls it in behind, maybe too big. It's gone into the car park. Well, probably the first mistake she's made so far tonight.
I thought, because she scored that last one so easy, I thought she might have had a go again. But no, when you're up 36-4, you let them ones sort of go. You know, she's earned that kick, but it's not a bad kick. It just unfortunately went dead.
Yeah, I should put a dent in my car with that one, mate.
You're loaded anyway, Donny. Where's the Maserati tonight? Locked up.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
What'd you bring out? The Ferrari instead, was it? Is that the Ferrari?
Got the Porsche tonight.
Big
Porsche. Me and Nick got to get the bus up here. Yeah, great.
Fare's gone up as well. I transfer money to get the bus today.
Yeah,
Fare's
same.
gone up.
Yeah.
Long way out here in Ellenbrook.
Oh, knock on. Is it? No call.
Referee's delight. Back inside for Campbell. Happy to roll this one through. 8 minutes to go in the second half.
Go two.
Flat ball, not too much transpiring. Joondalup's pressure just elite, working up out of the line.
Yeah.
I hope my wife's not listening to NRL.com. She doesn't know how rich I am.
Well, you do get the big bucks doing this.
Yeah.
Me and Nick do it for a pie and a sausage roll.
No sauce.
No, you can't even get a sauce. Got to bring our own drink.
But by the looks of the two of you and the looks of me, I'm the one. I steal your pies and sausage rolls.
Well, you got the money to do it. So we see
Short
Toby
side
charge
kick.
down. 6
Later.
again.
Good tactics.
She's been quiet tonight, though.
Yeah.
To be fair, like for the player she is, she's a great player. Just you see April Allen.
When that's a good run from Allen, I want to see a bit more of that on third and fourth tackle, you know, midfield sort of type.
I'd said earlier to you, I'd like to see a push up around the middle of the field tonight, but
danger Paul. I think Paul wisely maybe just let that one through her own hands.
I think the mind's probably not with the ball. Yeah. But I credit to her to come back out. That's what it showed. Like, she obviously, the team means something to her and the club means something to her to be still out here with a sore knee. So as we see that charge down again.
Had a good tackle in the set previous as well when Joondalup were on the charge far side.
Mate, for me, is like, if I'm down 36-4, I still have a smile on my face when I see players like that want to dig in for you and be on the field regardless of an injury. So, yeah, that's what it means. As I said, if they can build for next year, they'll be in good shape. So, tackle there by Maway.
Nice little
Stevens,
kick.
is it?
Great run out of dummy half.
Oh, that's Zion, I think. Is it?
Paraguru Cernak, I think.
No,
Zion's
the hooker.
still out
Oh,
wide.
good run.
Maria Edwards.
Oh,
Gets
great
the
off.
offload. Stevens
Oh,
wide.
wow.
There's
Zion comes into the play one little bit later there, Mitchie. And that's another big try. 40 points to 4.
I didn't want Anika Stevens to get man of the match because she doesn't like doing post-game interviews. So I know she's been by far the best player now on the field, but I know she's not going to want to talk to me after the game. So I'm going to have to get someone else. Might just have to make her.
No,
Come on. Oh, she's given herself up on the kicking duties as well.
Well, it's a harder one. Yeah.
Well, she missed. She hit the post on the last one.
I think we could still give it to Chanel, mate. She's
Is she the best player in our competition?
next.
Anika Stevens. There you go. I'll let you debate about that one.
I don't really want to. I'm going to step on some toes, I think.
I'll tell you right now, it's her and Daylight. She's that good.
She is
that good,
very,
mate.
very, very classy.
Yeah. When I watch her, everything looks so easy. It's like time stop. Like you see then, like that ball playing ability there to just quickly get the ball and then bang, knew someone was there. Like,
I mean,
she's fantastic.
With Pomare and sorts out as well, that hurts.
Yeah.
That helps the case. I can start making a case. I think votes-wise,
Yeah.
I think Tinny's going to get a lot of votes this season.
I'm lucky enough. I work with Anika, and I hear about the hard work that they do and stuff, and what she does. And I just think going away to World Cups and having that experience just puts her in that place to be the player she is. And yeah, unreal.
I'll make
Absolutely
a concession.
unreal.
She's been outstanding
classiest.
tonight, but
Yeah.
I'll give you classiest player in the comp. I can't outright put a line through it though.
Yeah.
Best player in the comp by far. Can't have it.
Yeah. Never won a comp.
Never won a comp.
How many did you win?
I won a couple.
I've got medals.
Won a couple.
Yeah. South
Participation
Perth.
medals.
Participation medals. Hopefully I can win one more in a couple of weeks and that'll be me. I'm done.
I was robbed as not being best on ground in a grand final.
Same. Thank you, Gus Marshall. I hope he's listening too.
Yep.
He'll have a laugh about that.
Michael Guthrie stole mine.
Oh, come on, Donnie. Jeez. Mate. Back in them days, you could have given it to anyone from your teams.
Guthrie was 17.
Was that the same year he won the Ken Allen?
No, he was 17 and playing reserve grade. And
Oh,
as a
look at this
halfback
run.
won it.
June Biddle. Yeah, Gus. I always stir Gus up about the one he gave to Jay Rower and not me.
Again,
Edwards
smiling.
again.
Edwards on the outside.
I needed to score 3 tries in the last 3 minutes so I can get an interview.
Grab both. That's
She'll,
fine.
she'll,
Ah,
have, she'll, have
yeah.
a, she'll have a chat with you.
Singleton. Is that correct? Singleton? Sorry, Don.
Yes. Yep.
I had a guess then.
You're 100% on the money,
Look at
mate.
that.
Stevens
Good
looking
ball.
for another try assist. Goes out wider.
Oh,
we're
good
looking
ball.
for another try.
Oh,
Oh, desperation comes across Grace Matthews. She's
Legal.
swapped sides to try and score a try. Can't get across. Stevens on the final play.
Good kick.
Kicking across field.
Look at the numbers.
Asking a real question
Good
and
take.
taken on the full.
oh,
It's kicking off.
What's
Whistle's
that?
gone.
Playing
Ada
futsal.
Cox. Well, Ada Cox takes the catch in the in goal and deserves to run back to the 20. And Joondalup didn't want to let her do it quickly.
Well, I think because she caught it, the ref blew the whistle so quick, and then she dropped it. They thought it must have been play
I
on.
think it was a tackle spat it up.
Yeah. Good take, though.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
kick, good take, good footy. 2 minutes 20, boys.
All but a formality from here.
North Beach playing on the adage now, last try wins. That's all they've got in their kit bag.
Good little crack underneath. Still showing something
Well,
terrible.
there's a
Good run.
Pulled
Ta-da,
through
Hui.
the other side.
April Allen wants this at first on the outside. A little bit selfish from
Sniffing
half.
around the middle, but it seems she only seems to be getting the ball as a one-off runner. She needs it off the back. Oh, she's almost
There's
gone
that
through
run again,
anyway.
Well, just a little late in the piece here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I want
she
to see
She
from the
doesn't need it
start.
one-off
Yeah.
as a first
Nah.
receiver. She needs to be running off somebody.
She needs to be running off here, off this.
Yes,
Looking
exactly.
for it there.
100%.
Like, where is she there?
Campbell, the consolation try never fails. Going towards the corner. Sinead Campbell needs an
Oh,
offload,
good
finds
offload.
it, And they're going to get one very late in the piece. We'll give it to Ada Cox.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, April Allen needs to be pushing up there and getting them balls back on the inside or the outside.
And then she's one-on-one with every fullback in the comp, and we'll jot that one up
100%.
to a victory.
I think that'll take us to full time, though, boys, by the time we have the kick.
Well, let's not undersell the run there from Cheyenne
No, not
Campbell.
at all.
That's an
Not at
absolute
all.
ripper. Gets the pass. Ada Cox, well that's a
finished.
gift for her. But Campbell it was that set that one up with a fantastic run. And, well, North Beach, they finish their season. They give their supporters something to cheer in the final minute of an elimination final. It's not going to be the end of the season that they would have wanted. But they have the final say in this game.
I think it's them to a T. We talk about spirit and numbers from North Beach all the time. And classically, they'll score that try in the last minute of the game to show that we're still here. We're still involved. The kick unsuccessful. 40
We might
to
get a
8.
kick-off here.
23 seconds. I don't think Joondalup is too interested.
I don't know
I think they're coming.
Joondalup are jogging up
Yep.
to the
North Beach.
halfway
North
line.
Beach don't want it.
They don't want to know about it.
So take it. Take your kick off.
Yeah, no, I don't know that.
Next try wins.
There's two Giants players that want to kick off. The rest of them are happy to go to next week preliminary final against the loser of the next game between Fremantle and Ellenbrook. Well, whoever it is that the Giants play, they'll have their work cut out for them. The Giants very, very impressive tonight. They finishing the season looking to peak at the right time of the year.
Before we go into the interviews with Mitchie on the sideline, are you going same, better or worse than last week against Ellenbrook, that game there by Joondalup?
It's hard to tell based on the opposition. Their performance last week was helped somewhat by, as you said, a 13-0 penalty count. But they were fantastic last week. I think that they're getting better and better every week, though, so I'll go better.
Go better, that's fair enough. I'm happy to stay in the same boat. Mitchie, sidelines player of the match.
I am. I'm here with Chanel Edwards. How was that?
Let's hope on the replay I don't get another grilling.
I just said to the boys I was going to grab Neeks for a chat, but she doesn't want to talk to me. So, yeah, you guys were really good tonight, and obviously it was win or go home, and I thought you were very clinical tonight. Did you feel good out there?
Yeah, we felt really good in the changing rooms. Just positive, chilled, relaxed vibes. It was a good start to the game, yeah.
Awesome, and obviously big game next week, obviously against Fremantle or Ellenbrook, and I'm sure after last week's win over Ellenbrook, you're going with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough match between those two. I can't wait to watch it, but we're prepared for whoever loses this match. We're feeling really good about ourselves, and yeah.
Awesome, well, congratulations on tonight, and good luck next week.
Thank you very much.
Back to you, boys.
Thank you very much, Chanel and Mitch. Sideline as always. Donnie, final thoughts tonight.
Well, I feel a little sheepish after that. We gave her some stick, and she's straight into us for the start of the interview.
She got you good there, boys.
At least we can chalk up that.
She answered in the best
Hey, and I
way
wasn't
possible.
here last week, so I'm not a part of that.
But she answered in the best way possible tonight.
Yeah.
A fantastic performance.
She was
best player on the
outstanding.
field.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just a great showing. So,
Well, I did ask for Anika Stevens for an interview, and I seen her put her fingers in her ears because I asked her today at work. I said, I might get you for an interview tonight, and she goes, don't you bother. So,
well,
nah,
she
outstanding.
shouldn't play so well. If she doesn't want to get interviewed, don't be the best player
that's
on
it.
the field.
That's it.
That's a wrap down here at Charles Vineyard Reserve. Week 1 of finals is done. The Westpac Women's Premiership is underway into the big final series. Joondalup Giants win 40 points to 8 over the Sea Eagles. Mitch, Donnie, thank you very much, boys.
Thank you.
Everybody get home safe. We'll catch you all next
Have a
week
good
for some
weekend.
more finals action.